everybody, Amanda back here on Ozzie the Cockatoo's channel. Ozzie is with me today because this video is all about living with cockatoos, which he could act in any way his cockatoo or be sweet as can be, which is great because that is what this video is all about. This channel is all about positivity, having fun. I put out a lot of short videos of Ozzie just being silly because I love to bring positivity to your day. This channel is also about education, so this is going to be more of an educational video. I'm doing this video because I've had several questions, suggestions, and requests to do a video on the reality of cockatoos pretty much. Also showing the bad side, which I plan on doing, and I do some of those. Like I've had videos of Ozzie screaming just to let you know what a cockatoo screaming sounds like, and other videos of not so great things as you have seen my couch and other things like that. So I just want to be real and transparent with you and let you know everything about a cockatoo before you purchase or adopt or rescue one. Please adopt or rescue. I'm going to say that because I'm so passionate about that. That is why I started this channel. But we're going to get right into it. So, cockatoo. What is a cockatoo? Ozzie is an umbrella cockatoo. Cockatoos, first and foremost, are wild animals. They are meant to live in the wild. They are not domesticated animals that are meant to live in your home. So when you bring these birds in your home, you have to realize that they are a wild animal. They are not just a dog or a cat or, you know, this cute. Yes, they are these cute little birds. And these videos on YouTube are wonderful. You see them on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. These cute parrots, and they're so funny and they're hilarious. Yes, they are. Cockatoos are so funny, full of personality. But there's also a bad side to cockatoos, and I don't show that very often. Which I have to say, Ozzie is a very good cockatoo, so I really don't have to show that very often. But I do want you to be realistic if you are thinking of purchasing or adopting a cockatoo, because you have to know what you're getting into. So the reality of living with a wild cockatoo, because I mean, I know they're pets, but they are wild animals. Like I was saying, this is just something you have to realize before you take on that responsibility. So in the mornings and evenings, they're going to scream. This is just a cockatoo thing. In the wild, this is what they do. When they're in your home, this is what they're going to do. You cannot get aggravated. You cannot get mad. The best thing to do is completely ignore it. Just let them have their little scream. And Ozzie normally screams in the mornings now. He's got to where he may just scream for maybe one time. And that's just me coming in, saying good morning, waking him up. So I don't think he's happy with being woke up, so he just does that one little scream and he's good. Now in the evenings, this is when Ozzie screams much more than the mornings. And it could last 4 to 5 minutes maybe, but this is just Ozzie. Other cockatoos could be different. But you do need to know in the mornings and evenings, it is completely normal and natural for your cockatoo to scream, and you are going to have to get used to this. And I'm going to give you a little glimpse of this right now. Along with screaming, cockatoos can be very hormonal. This is a very downside to cockatoos, and I hate it for them. I hate it for all parrots. All parrots are this way. But unlike your cat or dog, I could go in there to my dog Journey right now, give him a big hug, love on him, pet him, and it's going to be completely fine. Ozzie here cannot do that. I have to pet right here on his head. I do not go below the head, not on the neck, not on the back, not up and under the wing. Although they would love this, do not do that to your cockatoo. And remember, if you're planning on getting one, you cannot do this to your cockatoo. This is going to make your cockatoo hormonal. You do not want to sexually frustrate your parrot. Excuse me. Because that is not going to be good for them or you. Which they're going to try to get you to do that. Luckily, Ozzie doesn't do this a lot, but at Parrot Mountain, I've seen this a lot. You go to pet that parrot, and they're automatically going to raise that wing. They want you to pet under that wing, and all that is going to do is make them hormonal. which makes them territorial, aggressive, and it's just not going to be pretty. This can also make them think that they are your mate. This is not a good thing for you, especially if you have a family in the home. They're going to choose to stick with you and you only, and it's just not going to be a good situation in your home. So keep that petting only to the head. Do not let them go in dark spaces. I know I showed this video recently of Ozzie trying to make a nest in my couch. That was just to get that video out there and show you. I think I even put in the comments, do not let your parrots do this. I do not let Ozzie do that. He had just started to do that, so I took that video. But that is not something you want to allow your parrots to do, because that is going to cause that hormonal behavior. Anything with them building a nest, having things that are shaped like an egg. I had no clue about some of these things until April from Parrot Playhouse actually helped me with some of this. This can make them very hormonal. If you go to her channel, Victoria Cockatoo right now is actually having some problems because of her hormones, having to have some surgeries and things like that, and it's just so sad. And I hate it for these birds, because you want to cuddle them and they want to be cuddled, but you can't do that. And you have to remember this. If you're thinking about getting a cockatoo, you're not going to be able to cuddle that cockatoo. You can, you know, a lot of people say don't have them on their on your shoulder. Some cockatoos you may have an issue with. With Ozzie here, we do not have that issue. So it's just all according to your cockatoo, and you have to be able to read them. But definitely only petting on the head. The next thing I want to talk about is biting. It's not like a cat or dog. You know, you would think with a cat or dog, if that cat or dog bites me, I'm going to get rid of that animal. You know, we're not going to have it anymore. Completely not what you can do with a cockatoo. If a cockatoo bites you, that is normal. That is not odd behavior or them being bad or anything. They are a wild animal. They are going to bite you. At some point, your cockatoo is going to bite you. It's just reality. Ozzie has only bitten one time. That was my husband. It was not good at all. He bit his thumb. It went completely through the fingernail. I wish I had taken pictures, but this happened all about the same time as COVID and all that went down with us. So we were just completely busy and things were just crazy, so unfortunately I didn't get a picture of that. I really wanted to do a video with him and interview him and have him tell you all exactly what it felt like and everything, but we just didn't do that. He don't want to be on camera, so unfortunately we couldn't do that. But these cockatoos, all parrots, are going to bite you. You just have to be ready for that. It's going to happen. You cannot get mad at them. You cannot get rid of them for that, although some people do. But when this happens, act like nothing happened, because if they get that reaction out of you, they're going to do it again. Luckily, Ozzie has not done it again. It was more our fault anyway. He was trying to tell us that, hey, I'm ready for bed. I want to go to bed now. And we were really busy that night and trying to get planning and things done with our jobs, and didn't pay attention to him like we needed to. And he let us know right quick, hey, okay, if you're not going to pay attention to me and me trying to tell you what I need or what I want, I'm going to bite you. And that he did. And it was not pretty, but you just have to be prepared for this. If you cannot take a cockatoo biting you, do not get that cockatoo. I'm going to try to put it on him because he's scratching his little head. It's just so cute. So we'll try to get him in here. Yeah, he doesn't like to see himself in the camera. It's so weird. So anyway, and I'm sorry if this just went sideways, but I want to have him in here too. So, but yes, biting, be ready for your cockatoo to bite you. It's just reality. So, sleeping. Let's talk about sleeping. Cockatoos need 12 hours of sleep a night. No matter what, no matter if you're on vacation, if you're traveling, these birds have to have their 12-hour sleep. It just is what it is. He's scratching his little mohawk. So cute. Okay. So anyway, on with the video, because this is going to be a long one. But if you're traveling, keep them on that 12-hour schedule. Put them to bed at the same time of night and get them up at that same time in the morning. It's just something you got to do. Cockatoos love routine. So keep that routine with your cockatoo. Hi. You want to tell them hi? But most everyone I've talked to, their cockatoos love their sleep. Ozzie, if you say bedtime, he's normally ready to go, which I better not say that too loud right now with it being close to bedtime. But their sleep, your cockatoo is going to have 12 hours of sleep. Yeah, say I love my sleep. So that's not really a downside. It's just kind of letting you know the reality of owning a cockatoo. So that's what this video is all about. Their diet. We'll talk about that next. I've talked about this in a lot of my videos because I'm so passionate about it. Because their diet can, if you do not feed them correctly and give them a healthy diet, their hormones are going to be worse. They're going to be much more aggressive. They're going to be just not as happy. So, do they love eating those bad foods? Yes. If I gave Ozzie bad foods all the time, he would love me to death, but it would not be good for his hormones or his cockatoo. So, we do not do that. So, you have to feed them a very good diet. I actually just ordered some things from Christine's Chop Shop. So, I'm excited to do a review on that because I actually got that idea from Parrot Playhouse. I love April and love what she does for birds and rescuing birds. So we have just started trying some of it, but I'm going to do a full review after Ozzie tries most of it and we just see how it works with him. So we're really excited about that. But just keep them with healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, chop, birdie bread, water. You have to watch their water intake. That's so important because if they start to not drink as much or drink way more than normal, this means they're sick. So there's just so many things you have to watch with a cockatoo and owning a cockatoo. The video that I did just a couple of days ago about signs and symptoms of a sick cockatoo, that's such an important thing too. Because when these birds get sick, they go downhill really quickly. So they can go from being perfectly fine to dead the next morning. Something you definitely do not want as a cockatoo parent. So that is very important as well. And just one of those things about owning a cockatoo. It's not like a cat or a dog. You can kind of tell something's going on. Your cockatoo is going to hide that illness until it's just too late. So you have to be very vigilant with your cockatoo. There's so many more things I could touch on, but I don't want this video to be like an hour long and completely bore you. And so I'll probably end it here, but I just want you to know the realities of owning a cockatoo. And if you do want to own a cockatoo, please adopt a cockatoo. Umbrella cockatoos especially are the #1 cockatoo in parrot rescues and adoptions. So that's so sad to me, but this video kind of explains why. If people do not educate themselves and do research on cockatoos before going and purchasing one or adopting one, which most of the time adoptions and rescues are very good about educating you. So I'm going to say it's most of the time these people are purchasing from breeders. So what they do is get paid $6,000 for one of these birds and they know nothing about them. Get them home, feed them a crappy diet. They scream, they bite because they don't know how much they need to be let out of their cage, the attention they need. They're probably frustrating them because they're petting them under their wings. They're cuddling them like a little cat or something because they just don't know any better. And completely not their fault. But this is why I put these videos out there, because if I'm hoping anyone that comes on YouTube, not even my videos, anybody that puts videos out there for research, to do research on a cockatoo before you get a cockatoo. Because if not, you're just going to go purchase that cockatoo and it's going to be in one of these rescues, because you are not going to want to deal with that screaming or biting or the aggressive behavior or any of that if you do not know how to handle it and how to get a hold on it and make your house a happy house with a good relationship with your parrot. That's why I put out these videos. Just search through all of the parrot videos, not just my channel, other channels, to do that research for yourself before you bring this wild animal into your home, because it's going to help you so much. If I did not know all this stuff before I got Ozzie, there's no way. Because if I did not know how to handle his screaming and things before we got him and we brought him home, I can understand why there's so many in rescues, because people do not know how to go about it the right way. So I hope this video has helped you. If you do want a parrot, please rescue a parrot. There's so many in rescues and adoptions, and they just need good homes. But if you need help finding one and you can't find one or don't have access to, please let me know in the comments. I will be glad to help anybody find a parrot to rescue if you are having trouble, because we actually had to travel to Charlotte, North Carolina, 2.5 hours away. One of the ladies I absolutely love, and I cannot think of her channel right now, and I wish I could, just to put it out there, because she is wonderful. She has a 15-year-old cockatoo named Casper, and she is amazing. She traveled 6 hours to go adopt her cockatoo in Florida. So you may have to travel some, but you're going to get a great bird that needs a really good home. And with this research, you're able to give it that home. So if you need help, put it down in the comments. If you know anybody that has a parrot and can't afford that parrot anymore, is having trouble, just can't take care of that parrot anymore, and needs help finding a rescue, please let me know. I will do anything in my power to get that bird in a safe home, rescue, adoption, and figure out something. That's just what I'm passionate about. I love animals in general. You all know that. So, but I'm going to end this video here, because I could just keep talking about this forever. But anyway, I hope this video has helped you all. If you have any questions, put that in the comments. If you have any comments, suggestions, please feel free to put anything down there. I will answer you all back. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this video, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you like our channel, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and we will see you next time.